Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Ravens going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Play action. Pitts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now Marshall, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd down. Pitts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. 319. 319. Back Leopard. Set.
Now Trubisky on first down. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Shift together here from the D-line. Play action. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Garcia. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Red zone opportunity.
Let's go. Blue, land it. Over. Green, 39. Green.
This is Cohen. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 18-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, it's Cohen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 33. And the Ravens taking the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Flush to his right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Gallman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Set! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Again with a juke. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw on second down. Pitts. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Pitts. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Now let's go. Over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pitts. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Off the play fake. Pitts. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw again. Pitts. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Pitts. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Onto the field now come the Bears. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Defense showing blitz.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
3-19. 3-19. Gun. Set.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Trubisky will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pitts. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
All right, now look at business. Set. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This is Cohen on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A first scoring update now from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third and short, the fullback Burton. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go now. Green,
On first down, Trubisky. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Hey, we got three. Set, 3-19.
In motion goes the tight end.
Over. Detroit. Here we go. Motion.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Trubisky. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Burton, the fullback, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Out left to Shaheen. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Off the toss, Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to let this one go deep. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Pitts. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Pitts. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Pitts. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go now. Please. Watching that Barney. Watching that Barney. Set. Green.
Now Trubisky. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And it's A.J. McCarron that's summoned from the bench to replace him. Here comes the D swarming to the line. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Here we go, lucky 56.
Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights off the defender. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's McCarron to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pitts. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Franks for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Throwing on first down. Pitts. Buying time to his left. And some space here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Gallman will run it. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Pitts. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 2nd and 10 here. To throw, McCarron. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, Leopard.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down. Pitts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Pitts. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Pitts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, Pitts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on third down. Pitts. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Pitts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. To throw, it's McCarron. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. McCarron will look to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check, Patriot. Here we go now.
From midfield, here's McCarron. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go now. Gone. Over. Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Space to run past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And Frank's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Pitts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
All right, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McCarron going to throw it here, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers have extended their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll run again here with Gallman. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Gallman. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Pitts flushed out right, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.